welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. Across from him, the head coach of the Giants. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he stopped at 25, and drives will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Scatterboot. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's Scatterboot. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A run straight ahead. That's Scatterboot. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And he's close to another 1st down. He'll step out right at that 1st down marker. From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Scatterboot. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of a shotgun. It's Dark. Headed left. Buying time. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down, almost a touchdown, out of bounds, just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on 4th down and are rewarded with 1st and goal. Scatterboo will take this in for a Giants touchdown. Terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Chiefs 0.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working. I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Brought down back at the 32.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Oh, and he takes a really good lick at the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 7.
Travis Kelsey. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, having success early in his career, his 2nd sack in these first few weeks of the season. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. That one going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Dart. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard.
Again, out of the gun, and it's Scalaboo. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6, out to the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where they're...
And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his 2nd TD catch of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scalaboo headed out for their next possession. And before this drive gets going, why don't we take a look at some of the leading contenders in the race to see who might take home the award as the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. To try again, it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Scalaboo. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, here's Singletary. And that'll move the stakes. 1st down, up to the 40.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Flush to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, Dart pushed out to his left. He's going to run it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
And the Giants first down.
On the hand attempt. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Rolling right. That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
The throw is Dart. Out to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Throwing. Dart. Moving left. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. Now a timeout. Giants. That is their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. That's hauled in at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Let's go now.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Over the top. He's got it. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Here's second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2. At the 34.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Mahomes back. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on the Cardinals in the NFC West. And it's welcome back from injury for this guy, Brandon Ayuk. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 43-yard touchdown. The Niners get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Denver Broncos. And here's a man who's come a long way from the Achilles injury, J.K. Dobbins. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Broncos are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle, the Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Seahawks move to 2-1. They get the victory here. And with that, a look at what else is going on around the NFL here in week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. In middle, he's got Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. That his second TD catch of the season. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention, and oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scatterboo headed out for their next possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A first down throw for Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. Now a It's 2nd and 1.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 9.
To throw is Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21. Giants 14.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Rick, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result.
Got it.
Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. It's his 4th touchdown of the year. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here comes a return from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Price. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing is Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Brown. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackles behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 35.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Here is 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It's pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back there.
And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. And Butker on for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. And a shotgun. It's done. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And it's caught right side by Beckham. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Now, Singletary. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Flush to his right. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
Here we go. They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.